All right, well, here I am. Howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Old Fashion Christmas here on Market Street in downtown Mabank. Representing Cedar Creek Media tonight, I am Taylor Honea, flying solo tonight, letting the partner enjoy the festivities instead of being stuck here, because I'm telling you, you're going to want to get out here and check all of this out. Now, as you see the train passing by there, that's a lot of fun. You got the Grinch Christmas. Lots of different things going on, folks. I'll kind of pan you in some directions here in just a minute, let you see all the festivities. We got a bunch of interesting folks that are going to be stopping by saying hello to us tonight. Matter of fact, to see Mr. Randy Teague over there right now, bet you he'll eventually make his way over this way. But yeah, it is definitely a different type of stream than something we normally do. Normally just, live events and that kind of such. But, the city asked about, hey, possibly doing a live stream tonight. And so I said, why not? Let's see what it is, and we can show everybody what they're missing if they're not out here and why you need to get out here yourself and enjoy some of these here festivities. So we've got a bunch of different vendors, got a few different things going on here. Excuse me, I'm still trying to work everything on the fly. I was helping another one of my friends get their stuff all set up and make sure they were good to go. So I'm a little behind myself. But, yeah, we've got a bunch of different activities. I give you a pan to the left over here, and you'll see, yeah, look, you got, by the way, you've got members of the Mabank Panther baseball team out here volunteering their time and kind of helping everybody around. So you'll see them out here. But you see, we got quite a few folks. Let me see if I don't like to normally zoom in the middle of y'all watching, but you see we got a nice bounce house going on back there. We've got hot chocolate being served up by the police department literally right next to me. I don't know if I could have been in a better spot for me personally, because it is it's not cold out here, but it's enough that if like you don't have maybe like a little light jacket or something like that, it might be a little bit chilly to you. But then you get over there to that hot chocolate stand, and the next thing you know, it's just about heaven on earth, and you don't have to worry about being cold no more. So that's a nice thing to have. Again, I'm just kind of here hanging out tonight, so you might hear some times where I drop out on the microphone and maybe go find somebody to interview or things like that. But y'all just stick here with us. We'll be coming back and forth. It's kind of like one of those holiday streams. You don't necessarily always have somebody talking, but whenever they come back, they're usually going to give you something good. Now, I'm not going to claim that I'm something good, so don't worry about that. Whenever I come back, I'll have a multitude of different guests and things like that. I think the illustrious Chris Quinn is actually going to be helping me find a few guests as well as I take a sip of this here hot chocolate that we were talking about. You know how when you get something in your mind, you talk about it, and then all of a sudden it's all you can think about and you got to have it. All right, so let's see what else we got going on here. Let's pan over this way. We've got some, I believe we got some face painting going on over here. We got a bubble party happening over there. We've got some crafts. We've got snow actually sprinkling down. Now, I just noticed there is actually some snow being pumped into downtown Mabank right now. As you see up on the, let's see if we can get it on camera here. I don't know if you'll quite come through, but they've got on the light poles, they've got those snow blowing machines there. And there you go. You can kind of see it's giving it a little bit of feel, and I'm telling you what, Mother Nature did a little extra here tonight. Is again not necessarily cold, but it is just chilly enough that it kind of sells that snow effect down here. Also got the great Kylie of Double K Photography. Now I can't quite get it over there to show you that, unfortunately, because it's a ways away and around the corner, but she is taking photos with Santa tonight. So if you have not got those holiday photos of the kids yet, you're definitely going to want to come down here and get that. Kylie is definitely, if not the best, she's one of the best photographers in East Texas. And so getting the chance to come down, get a photo taken of her or by her, it's always a good thing to put up on Facebook or any other kind of socials, anything like that. I'm old. I know a lot of folks that are out there watching right now are like, okay, yeah, we don't really do much on the Facebook. Well, I do. I like the Facebook. I still go there for most of my stuff. So you can post them on any of your socials, that kind of stuff. So, again, Double K, Miss Kylie, out here taking photos tonight. And, again, I'm going to be getting some guests and things here in the near future, but I feel like I'm just kind of rambling my head here. So I'm going to kind of get y'all some of the sights and sounds from around the area, or from around right here. I've got a little bit of a chord space where I can kind of show y'all a few things here and around. So you might not hear me talking, but I'm going to try and give you a little bit of the tour here. We'll see what we can find. Be right back. Let's see. There we go. All right. Let's get this microphone working. Now I can kind of walk and talk here with you folks. So, again, I'm a one-man crew here tonight, so you're going to have to work with me as I might have a couple of herky-jerky movements or movements there like that. But I am working the camera with one hand, holding the mic with the other, and going to walk us around and see what we can't find. So let's see what we can find out and about around here. So it looks like we've got some more crafts and such going on back over here. As you see, Market Street just, completely filled at this point with people. I mean, this is a massive turnout. As we all know, Christmas is one of the favorite, if not the favorite holiday of just about everybody. So whenever you get some kind of Christmas event going on and you get to ring in that holiday season, it is definitely going to be a full house. The turkey is gone, and now it is time for the mistletoe and presents, and it's also just a great time to come out here and intermingle with your neighbors. Again, you got some pretty neat different vendors out here giving away some different things and showing off some different stuff. You got free hot cocoa. And again, you got the Mabank Panther baseball team out here volunteering. I've seen Coach McCrossin and Coach Currington walking around here with the guys. I've seen several of the baseball players out doing and helping us get set up before it as well. So can't appreciate them enough for helping us do those kind of things. So it's what it's all about. The Christmas season's not only about, buying gifts and getting all the food and doing all that kind of stuff. It's also about being neighborly, enjoying time with the friends and folks that are around you, and maybe getting to know new friends and meet new folks and do different things and meet, see different traditions and different things that other people do. Christmas is just one of those melting pot kind of moments where, everybody's family can kind of get together, enjoy their different, weird quirks or their different, old style traditions and things like that, but also enjoy the things that they do normally. Well, let's see here. It looks like we got some music performance. How about I see if I can, now I'm not going to be able to necessarily get you front stage access and be able to see everything, but let's see if I can't mosey on down that way and get you some Christmas tunes going here, and I'll come right back.
Good evening and Merry Christmas, Mabank, Texas. How are y'all doing on a Friday night?
So I guess if you see Chris or Brian or Michael, tell them that they will please come see us. Hey man, no, dude, it's your problem. That was awesome, dude, the other day. Yes.
I'm sorry, I only got to do one.
Hey, that ain't your fault.
We'll get more, I promise.
All right, now y'all, like I said, if y'all work with me a little bit, I apologize. I'm trying to get y'all the best experience I can here. I think I might have been able to mic up the stage, so nothing going on right now, but whenever we do get back over to the stage production, I'll be able to do it a little bit better. So again, I apologize, kind of just falling out on y'all there for a second, but like I said, I want to make it the best I can, and I've never done, an event like this before. It's definitely an interesting setup, you know what I mean? It's a lot different. We normally have something specifically that I'm looking for to broadcast, and so being able to pull, just the whatever's going on out of the crowd takes me back to my radio days. And if anybody ever out there, was like, man, I recognize that voice, but I don't know why. Yes, I did work in the area in radio for several years. And that's kind of where I cut my teeth and things. So again, having to harken back to my old roots here. Now, I was talking about it a little bit before the music got going, but folks, there is quite the crowd building up down here. Now, still plenty of room, lots of, nobody's running over each other, and, there's not like mass hysteria or anything going on down here. But for, 6 o'clock, 6:30, whatever it is on a Friday, it's pretty loaded up down here. There's a lot of different things that folks could be doing, but they're obviously enjoying their time here at the the Ole Fashion Christmas, and I think you should too. I think you should come down here, come check it out. You're kind of getting a trial run here as you're watching it online, but it's nothing like actually being here. Again, you get to sip some hot cocoa, walk around, see the different vendors, hear the different live music, see all the different things going on. They've got a coloring station set up for the kids inside, so if it gets a little too cold out here for the youngsters, take them right inside. Matter of fact, I made a bunch of coloring pages that are in there as well, and as y'all know, I like to go a little overboard on the coloring pages, so go in there and snag up a few of those. Vision spray foam, we still had a few of those boxes of crayons that he bought for us to donate out and such, and so they're in there as well. So if you need your brand new fresh 24 pack of crayons, there's about 25 boxes in there, so go have at them. And again, a few different coloring pages and stuff in there as well. And I hate to say courtesy of me, because that sounds really, rude, but I guess that's just the honest truth. I made them, so and brought them, so they are here and ready to get colored over on all your favorite ways. And again, don't forget, we've got our good friends Creative Genius down there on Main Street in Gun Barrel. They can turn those coloring pages into any kind of t-shirt you want. So if you want to go down there and put your favorite coloring page on a t-shirt, go down there and go see them as well, and they can do that for you. So we got a bounce house, it looks like, that is at pretty much full attendance over there. Let's see if I can swing over that direction. I've lost my microphone in the pursuit of having y'all be able to hear the actual events and stuff, or the entertainment that's going on down there. So I'll get that back over that direction whenever it goes to. But yeah, let's check out the line over here on this bounce house. As you see, it is sorry, y'all, I didn't mean to just whip that around right now. Y'all are fine. But that you've got that bounce house going on over there, and that looks to be one of the key attractions here tonight. It has been full ever since I have seen people start trickling this way. I think that was the first thing to fill up, was going over to that bounce house. Or anything to come out here, everything is free. All the entertainment, all the different events, the hot cocoa, Everything out here is free. As a matter of fact, I think there's somebody out here giving out treats. I want to say it was Booney's Farm. I think Booney's Farm is out here giving away like cookies and such. So there's a lot of different things and a lot of different opportunities if you want to get down here and enjoy the festivities for yourself. Well, it looks like we're getting close to another performance here, and maybe in between other shows I can get you some more information about the young lady over there playing. Again, I apologize. I was kind of a late, last minute addition on this deal. The city kind of decided they wanted to live stream. So you're saying broadcast, but they wanted to live stream the event. And, as the live stream guy in town, I said, you know what, I like a different challenge. So if you're out there and kind of thinking, what in the world is going on, I do apologize, but we're going to get better as the night goes on. We're going to make this thing sound cool. And again, we've got different interviews and things like that. I'm hoping are going to be showing up here pretty soon. So we will keep you in the know on what is going on and that such. And as a matter of fact, it looks like the Mabank Police Department is bringing out, I believe this is their third or fourth 5-gallon igloo cooler of hot cocoa so far for the night. So that hot cocoa has definitely been a smash hit so far tonight. And I can tell you, as somebody who's kind of a hot cocoa snob, like I'm not a snob about many things, but I am about my hot cocoa. This is actually good hot cocoa. You go to an event in other cities or other places and you get you some hot cocoa and it's like, all right, that's a little bit of, chocolate syrup and some water. No. This is like grandma used to make right here. Listen, I don't know if you can tell, but did you hear how thick that hot chocolate is? I mean, that's some good stuff right there. So come on down, get you a cup of hot cocoa, maybe stop by, get a picture with Santa. We've also got some other photo ops. We've got some live entertainment, live music and such going on down over here. And again, I'm going to have to go down and see if I can do, how you doing? Doing real good. I'm going to have to see if I can find myself some more things to chat about here. That's the only thing about being set up in one spot when you're trying to, see all the events and different things that are going on. I just didn't quite get to see everything. So I wish I could tell you all what's going on, but I can tell you that there's probably, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 booths set up out here, and I haven't seen one yet that doesn't have people just, stacked up looking to see what is going on. I mean, this is a lot of different good things that are going on here. Again, you hear free, you're thinking, okay, well, how, big smiles on their faces. I see parents that look like they're in a good mood. Normally when you got a big festival or crowd or something like this going on, you see the kids real happy, and you see mom and dad kind of looking like, oh my goodness, what in the world have I gotten into? But nothing but smiling faces so far down here for everybody, young and old. So it's got a few different things for all age groups. I've seen folks with walkers all the way to folks being walked. Well, let's see, how about that? We got our hayride coming through again with Santa and the Grinch hanging on for dear life on the back. Conductor, see if they can slow that thing down to about 90. You know what? Let's see if I can get that first interview of the night. All right, y'all. Sorry for the muteness there for a second, but I did see one of my good buddies walking around down here. It is the one, the only, Sean McCrossin, head. So look, here's the honest to God's truth. In high school, do we call you the head baseball coach or do we call you the manager? That's the first thing I need to know.
That's a great question, but I'll tell you that I'm actually not really into titles.
Okay.
So I'm the coach of the baseball team. So I think, I don't know, titles put barriers in places. So let's call it manager, because I'm not a fan of coaches.
There we go. There we go.
And speaking of the baseball boys, they're behind you over here giving me a hard time.
Uh-huh.
The one and only Case and Schreier, Bryson Morris. Here we go.
I was about to say, I'll put both of them on camera. They start walking
So
away,
we're
of course.
super blessed tonight. We've got, I think, 37 of
Wow.
our baseball kids
Really?
out here helping. They're earning community service hours, but helping at different stations, the bounce house, hay rides, all that good stuff. So
Cool. And so just while we've got you here,
Yes,
man,
sir.
so kind of tell me a little bit. You've got like a middle school baseball thing going on right now.
Yes,
So kind of
sir.
tell us about some of this, because that's kind of new, right, in the state. Like that hadn't been something that's going on for a long time. So what can you kind of tell us about that developmental middle school league that's going on?
absolutely. So right now we were able to get our hands on the 7th and 8th grade team. So there's some schools in the local area that have done junior high baseball. Got some clarification with UIL that we have 60 days, consecutive days, where we can actually coach junior high kids. So I didn't know that even up till last week. I thought our high school boys have been coaching them, so I get to go out and watch the games. But now we've kind of figured out I can help coach, which will be even more fun this next week. So if anybody who's watching wants to come out and watch junior high baseball, next Wednesday we're going to be in Crandall.
Okay.
So there's a developmental game that starts at 5 o'clock. It's off of a pitching machine just to help the kids get a lot of reps. 7th grade team starts at 5:45 and goes till 7:15-ish. And then the 8th till 9.
Okay.
So some good baseball. Kind of an easy way, too, for us to see what's coming up through the pipeline. And so we're not just kind of guessing what we have. So,
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. And then over on the high school side, so for scheduling a tough, pre-district. So
absolutely.
I mean, I've seen the district, and again, I'm still learning everything. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
sir.
But it looks like you got a pretty tough one again this year. So kind of
yes.
tell us about the thought process. I mean,
tell
you're
you
obviously
right now
not Steve Sarkeesian and ready to give up on it. You know what I mean?
To be the best, you got to beat the best. And we've been very blessed in my 4 years here to make the playoffs every year. But every year has been a first-round exit. And so I think part of what our issue is when we get to these tougher teams, we're just not prepared. We haven't played anybody really, I hate to say that tough, because some of the opponents in our district are pretty tough. So this year we've scheduled Brock. Brock was one game away from the state championship last year. We're actually going to go to Abilene to play them. We kind of had to hunt them down a little bit. So we'll go to Abilene to play them. We've got Gunter on the schedule. Gunter is actually going to be in a tournament that we're in, but we're scheduled to play them as well. That game currently is scheduled at DBU, but we're looking for an alternate site potentially for that game. We have a fun game that we're going to play at Frisco Rough Riders Stadium against Pittsburgh, which will be fun.
Go ahead and mark me down to broadcast that one.
To Rudder, Bryan College Station to play Rudder High School. We're going to go to Jasper. So some of those games are a little bit further away, but our thought process on it is we're going to play on Friday. We're going to get up early Saturday, get on a bus, and you got to be prepared to get off the bus and play ball. Be prepared to get up and do your job.
Absolutely.
And so I think once we get to the playoffs, it's going to be brutal to start the season, but I think once we get to the playoffs, that stuff will pay dividends to us.
100%. Iron sharpens iron,
Absolutely.
and I mean that's definitely the way to look at it. And I know you got a group of guys that's won't wilt from the challenge. You know what I mean? You got a really good group of guys.
Oh, they've already circled some dates on their calendar. I won't give those dates away and those opponents, but they're looking forward to being challenged. They're looking forward to showing what they have. This group's got something really special this year. I truly believe that, and I know that's a coach's job to say all the time. We will lose after this year 5 to 7 seniors, and so it's going to be tough kind of replacing all those guys next year. So we're going to go all in this year, really hit it hard, and then we'll kind of regroup and see what next year and all that looks like. But really focused on the prize this year and give everything we got to this group of seniors who's given so much to us. So.
Hey, I like it. Well,
Yes,
all right,
sir.
Coach. Well, you bailed me out, so I'll go ahead and cut
I
you
love
loose.
it. So let me
Be
see what I
100.
can find. I'll bring you somebody.
All right, perfect.
Thanks,
Well,
guys.
thanks, Coach McCrossin.
Absolutely.
All right, class act, Coach Sean McCrossin. I'm telling you, whenever I'm in a bind, I can always give Sean a shout, and he will always help me out. So I appreciate him. I know y'all are getting tired of hearing just me, so I figured I better get somebody else over here that's a little bit more entertaining than me. That's the one thing about Coach McCrossin is he's definitely I don't want to say an entertainer because that makes him sound, goofy. He's not an entertainer, but he's just an entertaining guy. He's just good dude to be around and good guy to get to know. And if anybody out there is a baseball fan, if you're a Rangers fan, Astros fan, whatever it is, you just like watching a good game of baseball, I'm telling you, go to a high school game. Everybody knows it's just the truth. Baseball is just better to watch in person than it is on TV. It's just there's a couple of sports that are that way. Baseball and hockey, I feel like you've got to go and actually experience them, and getting to go out, go to the bank, watch these kids play on their actual home turf, which, by the way, is got a bunch of upgrades. It's going to be a new they've upgraded the concession stands, the bathrooms, a few different there's quite a bit of different things, playing surface out there at the baseball field that they've upgraded. So it's going to be a new experience out there at the bank this year. Y'all definitely want to be there for that. Well, how about this? We've got our next interview, and how about this? Because I was noticing that Mr. Sean was having some trouble hearing me when we're talking back and forth. Yeah, here, I'll bring you a headset, and that'll be even that much better. So here, we'll give you that. All right. Now, well, you're probably still not going to be able to actually hear me now that I think about it. There you go, just like that, and then flip that little dealy-mabobber right there. There you go. All right. So first things first, introduce yourself to everybody.
All right, I'm Jaden Melendez, class of 2028. I play for Mabank Panthers. I'm him.
I like it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were a September call-up, for the lack of a better way to say it, right? You enjoyed a little bit of playoff baseball last year with the varsity guys, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So tell me about that experience. That as a freshman, you got to get up, play some varsity baseball, so you kind of have that in your back pocket now. So you're going to be able to use that whenever you – here, step forward just a little bit. There you go. Tell you what, how about actually we'll scoot you over that direction a bit, and we'll move. There you go. Hey, you're good. Trust me, we're still figuring it all out. It's all good.
That's fine.
So tell me, and again, it's just playoffs, so you got to get you a few reps in there, especially kind of later in some of those games. You got to get you some reps in. So what does that mindset or that experience that you had in those few games translate forward to this year, where you're going to be called on a lot more?
So first of all, that experience is the best experience I've had. I feel like that helps me get with my confidence this year and just be better at specific things, like throwing the ball better, having more cooperation with my team, and it just shows do the same things as everybody else can.
Sure. Hey, and that's absolutely right. You know what I mean? You're a great little, young athlete. You're coming up and, got all that stuff. And, man, it's going to be a good year. I'm excited to see you guys. But let's be honest. Now, I want to ask everybody at least one baseball question, because you're the baseball boys and all that kind of stuff. But let's be honest. What are we here for? We're here for an Ole Fashion Christmas. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead to received on Christmas.
On Christmas?
Yes.
Okay, so number one, there's this Lego set.
Okay.
It was for the PS4. It's called Lego Dimensions.
Okay.
That's probably top 2, because that experience was one of the best. My parents got it for me. I was happy. I was around 8 years old. It's just so special.
When you say play, so was it like a PlayStation game, or was it like something you built with Lego to put on the PlayStation?
You build around it, and it goes on the PlayStation.
Cool.
Sir.
Okay.
Number one,
Well, number two. Number two.
Okay. So, number 2, I got my my bat, actually.
Okay.
Cat X.
Okay.
first BB Core, first bat I ever got from my parents.
Yeah. Okay.
It was special.
Yeah.
I felt it. That bat led me through my freshman year, and it's really good.
Got a few scuffs on it nowadays, huh?
Excuse me?
They said got a few scuffs on it nowadays, huh? Hit a few dingers with it, huh?
Yeah, I had to switch it up. It was.
Yes, huh? Hit a few dingers with it, huh?
Yeah, I had to switch it up. It's not that hot no more.
Right.
Sir.
I've heard, I mean, and again, trying not to slip off way into baseball and everything. I've heard about the BB Corps. I'm old, man. There was no such thing as BB Corps back in my day. They basically gave you a piece of metal with just an end cap on it. You know what I mean? So, but okay, so now we're moving on to the number one best thing you ever got for Christmas.
Number one. Number one's just, for one. Number one's just, honestly, there's a gift better than just spending time with family. So I feel like number one could just be spending time with family and just go looking at them and just connecting more.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
I get that, absolutely, and that's kind of the nice thing about the holidays is even the family maybe you don't get to see all that often or anything. They come into town or you'll go see them or you at least, send a Christmas card or something. So it's just kind of that spirit of connecting, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's special, like something that will stay with you forever.
Yep.
And there's nothing that could beat it, honestly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, all right, Mr. Melendez. Well, we appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us for a minute, and we're excited to see you out there on the diamond this year, brother.
Yes, sir, you will.
All right.
Thank you.
You got somebody you're going to nominate? Who are you going to nominate to bring in next? You've been nominated, Kaysen. Come on. I just one at a time. I only got one extra mic. Here. All right. Well, this is a man that really doesn't need much introduction on the Cedar Creek media airwaves. It is the one. It is the only Mr. Kaysen Schreier. Schreier, we haven't caught up with you in a while, man. How you been doing?
I've been doing good. After football, it's just been next sport. Trying to live out the high school dreams and just keep going one time at a day. And just keep pushing myself. Not trying to get out in the real world just yet. Keeping going, playing high school sports. So.
Hey, trust me, you got a better head on your shoulders than I did at your age because I was ready to go out and do and whatever. And you're exactly right. Enjoy every last moment you got of that high school, all that kind of stuff. So, man, now we're going to get into some Christmas questions and stuff like that. But so tell me, Kaysen, what's the mindset as you're getting ready to get into this baseball season? Again, you're going to be one of your senior guys. You're going to be one of the leaders of the team. I didn't think you played
every
last
other year, but
yeah.
I knew Coach Copeland was coming in last year, so I didn't play. I wanted to get to know the AD, so I took a year off baseball and focused on football.
And that's what I thought. I wasn't crazy, but okay. So so you got to take a year off and all that kind of stuff, which can be a good thing. So tell me, how do you kind of get yourself back into playing baseball after it's been a little while?
We've already been practicing a lot, and I look good. It's just natural athlete, really. Just got it all, but just wherever McCrossan puts me is where I feel, whatever my position is or where he needs me on the team, I'll do it for him.
Perfect. Well, what if
you need me up there? I'm coming up there. You call me up, I got it.
Absolutely. So now, Kaysen, let's talk about let's talk a little Christmas here. So I want to know. I'm going to ask you guys. Tell me your top 3 Christmas presents you ever received. So your 3 favorite things you've ever got on Christmas.
Like what I've ever gotten?
Yes.
Man, well, this one year I was like 8 years old. Papa got me a nice looking 4-wheeler.
Oh, yeah.
My dad got me my PS5 2 years ago. And then really, I've gotten so much. My Oma usually packs it down at the house. That's my truck. I got my truck for one of my Christmas presents, and I'm in love with that thing. So
I understand.
Definitely one of them.
That's good stuff right there. That's good.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Now you're obviously nowhere near the shape that I am. You're actually in shape, but I know a thing or two.
Round is a shape.
Here's
Circle is a shape.
I know that I've seen you at Pizza Hut before. I know you can put down some food. So build your perfect Christmas plate. What are you going to put on and it's those big ones. Got like 5 different trays on it. All that. So tell me, load it down. What are you putting on the plate?
Christmas plate. Well, my pawpaw makes this really good ham, and you smoke it, put mustard and honey all over.